There's a 19-year-old rookie in the NASCAR garage right now, and he's got his eyes locked on one of the best road course racers in the world, his own teammate. This weekend, the Cup Series is heading to the Circuit of the Americas, COTA, in Austin, Texas. And all anyone can talk about is whether Connor Zilisch has what it takes to beat Shane van Gisbergen on his favorite kind of track. COTA is not your typical NASCAR oval. There are no left turns here. This track twists and wins like a roller coaster, with sharp corners, long curves, and moments where one small mistake can cost you everything. It rewards drivers who grew up racing on tracks just like this one. And that is exactly why Shane van Gisbergen is so dangerous here. SVG, as the NASCAR world calls him, is from New Zealand. He spent most of his career racing in Australia's Supercars Championship, where road course racing is a way of life. He came into NASCAR with almost zero experience on ovals, but put him on a road course, the man turns into something else entirely. His legendary debut win in NASCAR came at the Chicago Street Race in 2023. First Cup Series start, first try, just like that. That moment sent shockwaves through the entire garage. Teams started pulling footage. Engineers started breaking down his driving style frame by frame. Crew chiefs started asking questions. How does he carry that much speed through a corner? How does he brake so late without losing control? Then, in 2025, SVG took things to a completely different level. He won 5 out of 6 Cup road course races: Mexico City, Chicago, Sonoma, Watkins, Glen, and the Charlotte Roval. 5 out of 6. That is not a hot streak. That is dominance. At COTA specifically last year, he led 23 laps before finishing 6th, with Christopher Bell stealing the win. Even now, people across the NASCAR garage are still studying SVG, still trying to figure out what makes him so good on road courses. That tells you everything you need to know about the kind of driver he is. Now, let's talk about the other side of this story. Connor Zilisch was born on the 22nd of July, 2006. He is 19 years old. 19. And he is already being talked about as one of the most exciting young drivers in NASCAR. He races the number 88 car for Trackhouse Racing, the same team as Shane van Gisbergen, who drives the number 97. Both cars are sporting matching Red Bull liveries this season. Same garage, same resources, same equipment. That detail matters more than people realize, and we will get to that in a moment. But first, his 2026 season so far has been rough. In the first 2 races at Daytona and Atlanta, Zilisch got caught up in wrecks and finished 30th or worse both times. He currently sits 36th in the championship standings. For a rookie trying to make the playoffs, that is a tough hole to climb out of. This weekend at COTA is not just another race for Zilisch. It is a must-perform moment. He needs points. He needs a statement. He needs people to see what he is actually capable of. And here is the thing, he has already shown he belongs at this specific track. Last year, Zillish won the Xfinity Series race at COTA. He knows this 3.4-mile, 20-turn circuit. He knows where the time is, where the risk is, and where races are won and lost. That is not a small advantage. That is a massive one. Here is what makes this weekend truly fascinating. Most of the time in NASCAR, when you talk about a big matchup, it is between drivers on different teams, different cars, different setups, different data. But this is not that situation. Zilisch and van Gisbergen are teammates at Trackhouse Racing. They share information, they share setups, they share the same engineers, and the same resources. When one driver figures something out, the other one has access to that same knowledge. Zilisch himself recently pointed out just how big the gap is between SVG and everyone else on road courses, saying that SVG is typically half a second faster than the rest of the field after just 10 laps on a road course. Half a second. On a road course, that is enormous. But here is the flip side of that. Because Zilisch is SVG's teammate, he has a front row seat to everything that makes SVG so fast. The data, the setups, the approach to each corner. That information is a weapon, and Zilisch has full access to it. That means when Zilisch lines up next to SVG this Sunday, it will not be a battle of who has the better car. It will be a pure battle of skill. Who can carry more speed through the corners? Who can brake later? Who can find that extra tenth of a second when it matters most? Las Vegas already weighed in. SVG is the favorite at plus 120 odds. Zillish is right behind him at plus 350 to plus 400. The betting market sees this as a two-man race. That says a lot. SVG's edge comes from his supercars background. Years of racing on technical circuits in Australia built a kind of muscle memory that is almost impossible to teach. His instincts on a road course are automatic. He does not think about the next corner, he just drives it. Zillish's edge comes from a completely different place. His path through karting and GT racing gave him a level of precision that is rare in someone so young. Where SVG has raw, aggressive instinct, Zillish has fine-tuned accuracy. He finds the limit of the car carefully and deliberately, and he does not cross it. Both styles can win at COTA. That is what makes Sunday so interesting. Before Sunday's Cup race even happens, both drivers will already be on track together. On Saturday, Zillish and SVG are both competing in the Focused Health 250, the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series race at COTA. And here is the detail that makes it even more intriguing: they are both driving for JR Motorsports. Zillish in the number 1, SVG in the number 9. Saturday's race is essentially a free preview of Sunday's battle. Same drivers, same track, similar equipment. If Zillish can get the better of SVG on Saturday, the changing of the guard conversation will be everywhere by Sunday morning. Every media outlet, every fan account, every garage conversation will be asking the same thing: is this the moment the student passes the master? Both drivers are walking into this weekend looking for a fresh start. SVG is coming off a career-best oval finish, 6th place at Atlanta last week, so his confidence is high. But ovals are not his world. Road courses are. COTA is where he resets, refocuses, and reminds everyone why he is the best road course driver in the sport. Zillish needs this weekend for different reasons: 2 wrecks, 2 bad finishes, and a spot deep in the standings. A strong run at COTA, a track where he already has a win, could change the entire trajectory of his rookie season. A win here would be one of the biggest stories of the 2026 season. COTA is a 3.4-mile track with 20 turns. The first corner is a sharp hairpin at the top of a hill. It comes fast, and it is unforgiving. The middle section has a series of quick, back-to-back turns that flow into each other. The final section is slower and more technical, where patience separates good drivers from great ones. Road course specialists love COTA because it rewards everything they have spent their careers practicing: quick hands, smart braking, reading the track, finding grip where others find none. SVG is built for this track. Zillish, by every indication, is too. When the green flag drops at COTA this Sunday, fans are going to get something rare. Can Connor Zilisch beat Shane van Gisbergen at COTA? That question is getting answered this weekend in Austin, Texas.